Yeah. Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. Listen, let's jump right into the meat and potatoes, man. I was a Dan Orlovsky fan during the Carson Wentz era in Philadelphia because I feel like Dan Orlovsky, he rooted for Carson Wentz because of the potential and promise that Carson Wentz has shown. I really like that about Dan Orlovsky. I mean, he was a former quarterback. He had some of the same, concerns and some of the same things that I would be saying of how, there are ways to, fix the Carson Wentz situation, what the Philadelphia Eagles got to do. And Dan Orlovsky seemed to be on board with that. But Dan Orlovsky is now a part of the media that's hating on Jalen Hurts. So Dan Orlovsky, correct me if I'm wrong, he said something on the lines that, if Jalen Hurts can be as good as Jalen Hurts is going to be, he won't sniff as good as Carson Wentz can be. I mean, that don't even make sense. Let's think about it like this, man. When Jalen Hurts came into the game versus when Carson Wentz went out of the game, you know what I'm saying? The offense looked better, man. You can't sugarcoat it. It is what it is. Jalen Hurts was able to get closer to lemonade with those lemons than Carson Wentz was. And he's supposed to be a master chef. He's supposed to be a franchise quarterback. Now, I was on the Carson Wentz train heavy. But, when Jalen Hurts stepped on the field and things turned around, passes were getting completed, chains were moving, you can't deny it, man. You can't deny it, man. That game against, the Cardinals, Carson Wentz didn't have a game like that in 3 years. And we lost. You know what I'm saying? I mean, with Carson Wentz, would he have gone in there and beat Taysom Hill and them dudes in that defense? I don't think so, man, with the way that the season was going. It's unfortunate that, the media is still taking this stance because it's the popular take, man. Jalen Hurts looked way better in that same offense than Carson Wentz did. And, Doug Peterson's poor coaching job, and we'll get to Doug Peterson in a minute. Doug Peterson's poor coaching job, in my opinion, helped highlight how special Jalen Hurts was. Doug Peterson didn't cater the offense towards Jalen. Doug Peterson went out there and ran the same offense Carson was in. They were running the same offenses. I never seen Carson Wentz run as many quarterback keepers as he did last year. You know what I'm saying? They were in the same offense, the same style, the same plays. Jalen Hurts was able to take what the defense was giving him and use his legs when he had to use his legs. Carson Wentz stood there like a deer in the headlights. Carson Wentz was atrocious. So I don't even understand how anybody with football knowledge can even make an excuse for it. You can't make an excuse for it. Last year, would I have been happy to say get rid of him? No. And if this was this time last year again at the end of the season, I still wouldn't have got rid of him. I would have been like, he deserves one more shot, and so did Doug Peterson. But I also am on record saying that I'm happy with either decision because I believe in Jalen Hurts. I believe Jalen Hurts can be a bona fide superstar. With the level of talent that he has and his skill set, he could be a bona fide superstar. Carson Wentz does not have that skill set. Carson Wentz wasn't the same after the injury. It is what it is. You got to let it go. Either you're gonna report correctly at this point and be optimistic about it, or you just gonna be a hater. And it is what it is. And you see these guys blatantly hating on the situation. These guys are blatantly just they're not gonna give Jalen Hurts no credit. He's gonna have to go out there and get it. And I love it. I love the fact that, he got to get it in blood like this, man. I love it because they all going to look sick. And it's going to be a bunch of I told you so dudes if he struggle a little bit. But they all going to look sick. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Hurts got to go out there and do is do him. All you got to go out there and do you. Just don't be the reason your team loses. And Carson Wentz was the reason for the majority of the losses last year. Just don't be what Carson Wentz was last year. Man, the nerve of Dan Orlovsky, man. It's just, Dan Orlovsky, man. Go over there with them Colts pom-poms, man, because your boy was garbage last year. It is what it is. It's hard for me to say it as big of a fan as I was. It is what it is. Then Dan Orlovsky comes out with the tweet. Something about Jalen Hurts. It was negative, obviously. Darius Slay went out there and liked said negative tweet, but he liked it by accident before everybody get their situation in a bunch. He liked it by accident. He came out there and even cleared that up. Shout out to my guy, man. Philly, Fresh Prince of Philly. Shout out to my guy, man. I saw that on his page. So you know what I mean? Just a lot of stuff going around. Meanwhile, Doug Peterson is still running around town talking about the what ifs, talking about what should have happened, talking about what went wrong. And I'm not mad at Doug Peterson for doing that. But Doug Peterson, you shouldn't have took a year off. You should have took one of those head coaching vacancies instead of just going on this tour, talking about, you know, how you ultimately felt like you were done wrong. And for Doug Peterson to come out and say he don't believe that, you know, Jalen Hurts being drafted was a slap in the face to Carson Wentz, it's just, come on, man. It's BS, man. That was the straw that broke the camel's back in Philly when you drafted Jalen Hurts. It was the straw that broke the camel's back. You didn't think he was going to you didn't think he was going to seize his opportunity if Carson buckled? If Jalen Hurts would have came out there and been drop dead trash, Carson Wentz would still be an Eagle. He'd still be an Eagle. We passed on Justin Fields. We passed on quarterbacks. We are Jalen Hurts-led Eagles. It is what it is. And I can't wait for him to prove these dudes wrong, man.